She makes me sound a whole lot cooler than I actually am. So the first thing I want to say is that immigration is such an abstract issue. It's so hard to talk about. And I think it's because people sometimes forget that behind the decisions that our lawmakers across the board make are the lives of individuals and families across the United States, and especially here in the state of Georgia, including individuals like me. And so I hope that today, if I accomplish nothing else, that at the very least, I can provide for you a personal glimpse into the kind of impact that programs like Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA, can have on individuals like me and on families across the United States. And so I'm here to share my personal story with you. I'll start at the beginning. I was born in the Philippines. My family, when I was 1 year old, decided that we should immigrate to the United States. We came legally. My father applied for a skilled worker visa to come here to practice physical therapy. And so we came. And my father practiced his profession and his passion. He helped Americans, Georgians, improve their mobility as a physical therapist. Life, you could say, was normal for us. I went to school. I played with my friends. I asked my parents to buy me the latest toys and gadgets just like any other kid would. And after 10 years, my family decided that it was time for us to settle here in the United States permanently. And so we applied for our green cards. But because my father was unable to pass the speaking portion of a 4-part English competency exam known as TOEFL, the test of English as a foreign language, our applications for a green card were denied. And at that point, my family was faced with an ultimatum. Do we stay here in the United States, or do we go back to the country from which we came? We decided to stay, despite the risk under which my family would be placed. Now, we would become undocumented. And as undocumented people, every day we risked arrest and deportation to a country that, keep in mind, I left when I was 1 year old. I have absolutely no recollection of the place from which I came, and for all intents and purposes, I am an American. Now, when I was 10, when I first found out that I was undocumented, I didn't understand what it meant. I mean, what normal 10-year-old would? I do remember my mom telling me never to tell anyone about my immigration status, because if I told the wrong person, that person could report us, and that would mean the end of our lives as we knew them. Now, life continued normally for me. It wasn't until I got to high school that I started to realize exactly what it meant to be undocumented. My friends started getting their driver's licenses. My friends started thinking about college. And here I was, feeling like I was left behind. As an undocumented immigrant, I wasn't able to apply for my driver's license, which severely limited my mobility. And the prospect of college for me was daunting because of the fact that I wasn't able to accept any kind of federal or state financial aid. And the worst part of all of it was the fact that I felt completely alone. I felt like there was no one else that I could share about what was eating at me from deep within. And it's because of that I have to share a very sad piece of me with you today, and that's that halfway through my junior year of high school, I tried to kill myself. I felt completely alone. I finally shared my immigration status with someone, and the way she reacted was with indifference, a reaction that I was completely not expecting. And so this was completely devastating for me. And I am so thankful to have survived and to be able to speak to you all today. And I later learned that it wasn't that she didn't care. It wasn't that she was indifferent. It was that she didn't understand what it meant to be undocumented. And it is because of that that I feel compelled to share my story and to talk about what exactly it means to be undocumented. And so I started my freshman year at Mercer after having been awarded a full scholarship to attend. And after my first semester, after my first year, I was faced with yet another blessing, the Deferred Action Program. And so I applied, I was accepted, and with that program, I was able to apply for my driver's license, to get a work permit, to work legally here in the United States, and to finally be free of that fear and apprehension of being deported back to a country that I left when I was so young, a distant and unknown place to me. And so today, I'm graduating from college in May. I have an almost perfect GPA. I served as the president of my school's student body, and I want to tell all of you that immigrants in our nation are hardworking and they're innovative people. And it's important for us to do what we can to serve them and to help them serve as driving forces in our community. And so with that, I implore each and every single one of you in this room to do what you can to help preserve this program, the Deferred Action Program. It starts with you. Stand on the right side of history with us today. Thank you.